Good afternoon, everyone. We got a beautiful one for you today. This is a 2008 Lexus GX470, 59,000 original and documented miles. This truck came to us out of the state of Florida, was bought brand new in Florida, owned its entire ownership there, traded in, and we just transported it up here a few months ago. One owner. Carfax does show it as a two owner just because a title was issued during the first ownership, but it went to the same family. This truck has been dealer serviced since day one of ownership at the Lexus dealership, has received every single recommended maintenance service, the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20. Time and belt water pump has been done. When we got this truck in, we ran it through our service department, and we found it had an original alternator. It was a little bit weak, so we replaced the alternator. The bottom side of the radiator had a little bit of a weld separation in there. It wasn't leaking, but it was only a matter of time, so we went ahead and replaced the radiator. Full service on this thing. It's absolutely incredible to find one of these in this condition as a one owner with 59,000 miles with the service history. Service history is incredible on this thing. These trucks are very sought after, obviously, and this thing is absolutely as clean as can be, and a gorgeous, gorgeous truck. Marks & Levinson sound system, navigation, completely loaded up. We'll do some close-ups, but we'll go ahead and do a quick 360 walk around. These trucks are great family vehicles, great traveling vehicles, known to go 3, 4, even more, hundreds of thousands of miles, that is. The entire suspension system has been fully tested. There's no leaks, operates 100% perfect. Check out those headlights, driving lights. All the glass has all the factory Lexus stamping on it. Check that out. Even the front windshield's original. No cracking, no chips, no defects. You do not find these in this condition. Look at those wheels, how nice they are. Usually the fender flares, the extensions right here, and the side plating panels, usually those start to fade well before the paint on the door does. It's just the texture of it. It's just what it is, and as you see, not an issue here. The paint throughout is absolutely perfect, no issues whatsoever. Beautiful. All the chrome is in perfect condition. The weather stripping underneath this chrome usually gets very dry rotted. Same thing up top, not an issue whatsoever. It's literally all perfect. Just knowing little details just comes from us buying a lot of these. Once again, perfect headlight, clean as can be, no oxidation, no condensation. Same thing with the fog light. obviously, guys, this is a '08. It does have nearly 60,000 miles. As nice as you see clearly this truck is, please expect a couple little minor blemishes, whether it's small scratches, small paint defects. We're shooting this in 4K. If you have been watching in 4K, great. If not, I highly suggest you going back. We show every single nook and cranny of these trucks. So moving on to the interior, she's fully loaded up. Mark and Levinson sound system, heated seats, navigation. Interiors is absolutely beautiful. The only thing that we did, and we didn't have to do it, it all really started from this bolster right here was worn out. As they all get worn out, they get a little flat, but this starts to get all cracked up and everything. So this bottom seat was a little iffy. And then this bolster right here was a little iffy, not bad. So we went ahead, we're a restoration company here, so we went ahead and actually just replaced the leather. We built up this bolster so it's nice and thick. And then, you know, you got new leather here, old leather over there on that seat. That bolster was way better than this one, but had a little cracking. You know, it's common in these. So we just went ahead just to have both seats looking identical. You have pretty much, well, you do have brand new leather front and back on both of these seats. We didn't do the backs. The back seats are perfect, and you know they're back seats, but nonetheless we went ahead and did that. So up front you got brand new leather to last a very, very long time. Very, very clean on the inside, non-smoker, no odors. It's amazing, this whole front windshield, it's a factory Lexus windshield, and there's no chips. I mean, this thing was just incredibly well taken care of. Wood grains in excellent condition. Mark and Levinson sound system. So the dash doesn't have your bad cracking that most of these have. Let me show you these seats first. Rebuild this bolster nice and tight. Dash overall is very clean. You do around the cluster. I'm gonna zoom in. You can actually see it. Very, very slight separation. And what we actually did is to make it look even less noticeable, we actually filled it in with some dye that we have. So it actually, I mean, you really have to sort of look for it, but it is there. It's not in the big common areas where they typically have it, so everything overall looks good, but it does go around the cluster into that area and over by that vent. I'll zoom in over there, right there, but nowhere near as bad as they typically are. Everything else is super, super clean. Seats feel great. This thing being a Florida truck since day one, you have no rust issues to deal with. Back seats are perfect. They're supposed to be like that from the factory. Sunroof works perfect. Headliner is spotless. It does have every single factory VIN plate as well. And as you see, the dog legs are perfect. I mean, this thing, she's as clean as can be. First aid kit, your netting, Mark and Levinson sound system. Jump out seats, they're in perfect condition. Back of the seats, look how clean they are. She's the right one, guys. I'll take it on a quick drive down the road, this thing drives perfect. They go 300,000-400,000 miles all day long. This thing's been fully serviced. Check out all the buttons. None of them are worn out whatsoever. The wood on the steering wheel is also perfect. Smooth as can be, as it should. These Lexuses drive great. The leveling suspension system works exactly as it should. As soon as you hit it up, go down, goes down. No issues whatsoever. No shaking of the wheel. So that's it. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to contact us directly. Quick recap: 08 GX470, a one-owner truck. Carfax does show it as a two-owner for a second title being issued. 59,000 miles, out of Florida, has been in Florida since day one of ownership. Phenomenally clean, very well taken care of. If you guys have any questions, 855-955-3377. Thank you.